Hello viewers, it's Super GT here, and today I am going to be a stalker in Forza 6. So you're probably wondering, what the hell does that mean? So you might have seen IntoTheBarrier, the F1 guy who makes funny F1 videos. He did a challenge called Under Pressure. So essentially what you do is get behind the leader, stay right behind the leader until the very end, and then overtake him on the last corner for maximum trolling level. Now I'm going to try and replicate that in this game, so of course giving full credit to IntoTheBarrier for the original idea. I thought I'd try to bring it to the Forza series, and I'm doing it in S-Class around Lime Rock Park. So this is going to be the first attempt at this stalking challenge. At this point it's not really going very well because the leader's already about 2,000 miles ahead. I don't really have much chance of catching him, but it was a quite decent first lap after getting through all of that chaos, through into second position. So I'm in the second position I need to be, but we move ahead to the end of the race. I didn't actually manage to catch up in the end, so it wasn't a very good attempt in the end. So coming into the final turn, there are a couple of back markers here. The blue car ahead is the guy who's in the lead. I'm going to go past the Lamborghini, finishing second here in the Maserati Super Trofeo, tuned by ACR1E76. A very good tune on a very good car for S-Class. So that attempt failed. Wasn't anywhere near really, well, a couple of seconds behind, not really what I was trying to go for on this challenge. So we're going to move ahead to Sonoma. Let's give this another try in the same car. I'm not too far from the front, 9th position as we go off the line. That guy's gone flying ahead. Made contact here with the Formula Mazda as we go into turn 1. It's got a little bit chaotic here, but I've managed to keep going just about. We've got a Clio there on the grass on the far right hand side. He's going to come back on here. GTR's slow, I have to slow down. Just looking to see if I have to defend into turn 3. Nissan GTR goes far too fast into 3. Slow out of 4, and I'm through into 5, into 6th position. 6th position. Yes, I can't say it properly. No need to comment too much about that. Let's not dwell on that. As we go into the infield, I don't even know what the name of this corner is. I'm just going to name it turn 6. As we come through behind a V8 supercar and a Hungarian guy in the Ferrari 599 into the hairpin here. I'm a little bit late on the brakes, but we're in okay. And the Hungarian guy is going very slow. I've tapped him ever so slightly. I'm giving him space, and I move over ever so slightly there over the V8 supercar, but just about managed to get going in the end without anyone spinning out, which is good news as always. So the Porsche is a little bit slow through there. I'm going to go for the inside line as we go into the chicane. Now I'm just going to pause it here. Now hundreds of people are going to comment on this. Oh, Super GT, you're just a cheat. You cut the grass as well when you try to tell everyone not to. Look, this is what happens when you're pushing and you're really trying to go fast. Occasionally, yes, I will cut a corner, but it's not intentional. I'm not a repeat offender. I'm not trying to cut every corner all the time. What the problem is really is when you cut corner on Yas Marina, you know, by like 10 meters and extended by, you know, 20 meters. Track extends as well. When people cut the corner by like half an inch once a lap, you know, that's not really much of an issue. It's the repeat offending by absolute miles on like Le Mans Bugatti and Yas Marina. But anyway, back to the race. We've had another failure here because we haven't actually managed to catch up with the leader to stalk him. So there was a BAC mono, just had far too much handling power and acceleration come out of the turns on this track. This car is still very good. I did manage to catch up with him, just wasn't quite quick enough to be able to stalk him for the entire race. He obviously got away decently from the start of the race and managed to stay in the lead. So coming through the final hairpin, we're going to finish second here again, but not a bad race from 9th on the grid, getting through the pack quite relatively unscathed, I would say. As we look at the results there, BSE Mono did get the quickest lap of the race, which is a consolation prize. But we're going to move now to Brands Hatch Indy Circuit. Okay, so off the line, this car isn't the best off the line, gets quite a lot of wheel spin, as you see there. I'm going to get tapped from behind by the Formula Mazda, I believe it is. As we go into the first turn, I get tapped again, and then tapped again. That's 3 times. He really does want that lead, doesn't he? As we go into turn number 2, he's going to push me wide again, so that's 4th times he's hit me off, or hit me. So coming through the exit of Paddock Hill Bend, coming down the hill into turn number 3 at Brands Hatch, getting hooked up with the apex quite nicely there. In 4th position, we're in a better position than we have been in the previous 2 races. So coming into the left-hander, the Ferrari F50, he's just going to swerve across and just take the most retarded line ever imaginable. And he's going to come across, wipe those 2 guys out. I have to go over the grass to get past him. But I'm not sure what he was doing there. I was quite happily following him, and he just suddenly swerved over to the right. I had no choice. I had to hit him. I had no time to react. I was quite legitimately following him closely, and he just took the most retarded line of all time. But this does bring us into range of the stalking now. I am right behind this guy. I'm not going to overtake him. That is the idea of the challenge. Stay right behind him until the very end, and let's see how much pressure I can put on him as we come through into the halfway mark of lap number 2. We have 4.5 laps left of this race. Not a very long race around this track. The lap times are under a minute, so we do have 6 laps here, which is a bit more than normal. So through the final turn back onto the main straight. He does have the legs on me on the exit phase of the straight. As we come into the entry of turn 1, I do actually gain on him slightly. It goes a little bit too narrow into there, and I'm backing off the throttle here so much, giving him the room and the breathing space into turn number 2. He's gone a little bit drifty into there actually, and a little bit wide on the exit. I'm not going to capitalise on that though. As we come back down the hill, I'm going to stay in this 2nd position. He is feeling the pressure now in his little Formula Mazda car there. So into the final few turns here. He should really have the handling capability over me through here. This car doesn't have the best traction though, so he should also have the acceleration on me, which is the top speed at the end of this main straight here. As you can see, I do catch up quite nicely. Going to the outside, taking a better line than him. He goes in very narrow. Lap 4 now. We've only got 3 laps left. Halfway through the race. I'm still firmly in that 2nd position. We don't have to worry about 3rd at this current moment. About 300 or 400 feet behind, which is a couple of seconds at least. So we don't have to worry about that person for now. We can purely focus on haunting this guy, on hounding him until the very end of the race. He is feeling it now. He's making quite a lot of mistakes actually. Really feeling that pressure. He shouldn't be looking behind too much. He should really focus on his own ability to set quick laps looking forward. But that is a problem with Forza. In most racing games you should be able to just look forward, focus on yourself, and just pray that the guy behind you can make a safe, clean move. But in Forza that's not really the case. You're always having to worry about that guy behind. Will he brake in time? Will he not brake in time? Will he wipe me out? Which tends to happen about 99% of the time, let's face it. So yeah, he probably is looking behind, knowing that I probably aren't a clean racer. He doesn't know who I am probably, so you might have just assumed that I am your typical noob in Forza who's about to ram him off. But I haven't so far, for about 4 laps behind him, haven't really made any contact with him. He's going all over the place here. We do have 1 lap left. I am going to have to make a count here. We have got a back marker just ahead there, which will make it interesting as we approach turn 1 of the final lap. I've definitely got the run on him here. I'm going to have to hold off the throttle. Don't want to overtake him just yet. As we come into turn 1, it's getting very close now. He must be feeling it. He makes another big error there. I could have easily have gone past, but decided not to. We have got a back marker. I do ram into him this time. Force him wide. I'm not going to go past though. Let him have the position back. As we come back down the hill, we have not got very long left in this race. I go a little bit wide here, and he's going to get back past this back marker. And annoyingly, we've got someone between us now. As we come into this turn, the back marker is just going to get in my way here completely. And I don't think I'm going to actually be able to do this challenge. As we come into the final turn, I'm not going to be able to do it. So after all that, I've just wasted my whole time because that back marker got in the way. I was going to go for a lunge into that last turn to make it fun. I'm not going to get quite enough there on the straight to get past. But annoyingly, I did get a very good opportunity there, and it just got kind of ruined there by the back marker on the last lap. But that is going to be the end of this one. I will show you a bonus clip in just a moment. So if you do want me to do another one of these, please let me know and I will try to do another one. So this is going to be the bonus clip. You might have seen this on Facebook. I did post it on my Facebook page, which is in the description, just so you know if you want to like it as well. I do post some extra clips on there, which you won't see on YouTube always. So into turn 1, Watkins Glen in S-Class. We're through cleanly through turn 1. There's a Lamborghini right behind me. Just holding back off the throttle here to make sure I don't go into the back of these guys. But that guy isn't. He's just going to ram me off. And going in for a horrible lunge. There was absolutely nothing on there. Not into that turn. Turn 2 at Watkins Glen. That's not a place you go for lunges. Oh my god. But yeah, that's going to be the end of this one, guys. Sorry for the 3 seconds of the 3 epic fails of this Stalker Challenge episode number 1. But hopefully if we do another one, we can actually succeed. But that is all from me today. Thank you for watching. Sub for more. Hit that like button. I shall see you in the next one. Goodbye.